Rinpoche, it's Zenzi. I'm here in the courtyard. We talked about it Thursday night after yoga when we did a little brief tour of the kitchen and I showed you the courtyard and you asked, does anyone live here? I had tried and tried and tried. Rinpoche, it's Monday, April 6th. I'm going to text you. I hope to be able to talk to you this week about my responsibilities to the Green Tara lineage. What happened last week in Guru Yoga, when I got to meet Sanjay Tenzin Rinpoche, I sit and look directly at him in the eyes. And over on my left side, directly at eye level, His Holiness, the Dalai Lama. My work, and you're the only person ever, you saw me as a philosopher very early in our student-teacher relationship. My philosophy, poetic theory of all life on earth, explains emptiness and impermanence, selflessness and interdependence. I developed this philosophy through a Western mindset and can talk to my peers, the people in the US of hypocrisy, allowing wars and harm to immigrants and all of these many, many, many topics. That's my work, is to talk about this on a stage filled with loving kindness. And as I went to learn about my responsibilities to the lineage, we got Ganesh on one side, Zenzi right back here. While she looks pretty bad, Rinpoche, I'd like you to see the impermanence. She had a traumatic brain injury. She slammed her chin on the curb, and dogs' brains are much more horizontal as ours are vertical. So in various times she turns on. Yesterday she had a bit of diarrhea. She was running around trying to find the right place like they do. You couldn't see any mobility challenges. My observational skills, my lived experience, my philosophy has a solid background in book learning. As you know, I consulted His Holiness's book, The Universe in a Single Atom, and many, many, many other scientists. I want to travel with the Sangha to Dharamsala this year, and I need to raise those funds. And I came to CSA to ask for support, to ask for be able to park here and allow Zenzi and I to be in the courtyard. So we're having to use our Bodhisattva pass and just occupy some empty space. But traveling to Dharamsala, alongside those spiritual pilgrims, will be a secular pioneer. My theory of consciousness belongs to all 8 billion humans across every nook and cranny of Earth, going to the team who are running the Mind and Life Conference. And who cares about when the conference is? I just don't have the energy to be disappointed. But if I film my presentation there, and then it's screened wherever I might be in the world, the next conference, or I think it's important enough that it may be used a lot more quickly than anyone currently allows me the time to tell them about. So Rinpoche, I'm going to have to do a helicopter maneuver and get Zenzi and I safe. And that requires just a little bit of your vouching for the sincerity and the trustworthiness that I've established in my 15 months studying with you. Rinpoche, I'm so honored to have met you. Really, really. On the blog post you wrote about the monks marching to DC, at the very last sentence you said you someday hope to be able to join such an encounter. Such an encounter. So, sorry, I am so in the feelings that, but it was an encounter for all of America to see the power of Buddhist teachings. I would like to take my philosophy and show myself traveling through India and sharing my presentation with the team responsible for the Mind and Life Conference. We need both secular and spiritual people collaborating. And that's what my work, Well-Being Philosophy, Philosophical Hypothesis of Bio-electromagnetism. It's about anti-racism, bio-electromagnetism, which is the philosophy of science geek that His Holiness and I share. We both think very philosophically about science and spirituality, and we both live in a world where it makes sense. But Western science does not play well with spirituality, and spirituality doesn't play well with science, and that needs to change because we all have to stop behaving in warmongering ways, both individually, one-on-one, and globally as nations. I think my work can be a catalyst to start many, many, many important conversations across the globe. So your being able to vouch for me will help me get the helicopter I need to hashtag Occupy Esalen. Thank you, Rinpoche. Tashi Delay.